It all began on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, a high-octane action comedy that brought together two of Hollywood's biggest stars. Brad Pitt was then married to America's sweetheart, Jennifer Aniston, while Angelina Jolie was known for her edgy and often controversial image. Before we continue the video, we would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your understanding. Jolie, a single mother to her adopted son Maddox, had recently ended a tumultuous relationship with actor Billy Bob Thornton. The chemistry between Pitt and Jolie on set was palpable, fueling rumors of an affair that would soon dominate tabloid headlines. For months, both denied any romantic involvement. Jolie emphasized her focus on her son, stating that her relationship with Pitt was purely professional. Pitt, meanwhile, struggled with the declining state of his marriage to Aniston. Despite their best efforts to maintain appearances, cracks began to show. Aniston, famously private, avoided public commentary on her husband's rumored infidelity, though her silence spoke volumes. By 2005, Aniston filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. It wasn't long before Pitt and Jolie's relationship became public, solidifying their status as Hollywood's new power couple. The media frenzy was immediate and unrelenting. Dubbed Brangelina, the pair were celebrated for their passion, philanthropy, and unconventional family life. As their relationship blossomed, Pitt and Jolie's lives seemed to align in extraordinary ways. Together, they built a family that reflected their shared commitment to global issues. Following the adoption of Maddox from Cambodia, Jolie adopted a second child, Zahara, from Ethiopia in 2005. Pitt accompanied Jolie on this journey, solidifying his role as a father figure in the children's lives. By early 2006, Pitt had legally adopted both Maddox and Zahara, and the children's last names were changed to Jolie Pitt. The couple's first biological child, Shiloh, was born in Namibia in 2006. The decision to have their baby in Africa was emblematic of their global outlook, and their efforts to bring attention to issues like poverty and inequality earned widespread admiration. Shortly thereafter, Pitt and Jolie adopted Pax from Vietnam, followed by the birth of twins Knox and Vivian in 2008. Their sprawling family became a symbol of diversity and compassion, with fans around the world celebrating their efforts to create a loving, multicultural household. Despite their busy careers, both Pitt and Jolie appeared deeply devoted to their roles as parents. They were often photographed traveling with their children, from humanitarian missions in war-torn regions to luxurious vacations at their French estate, Chateau Miraval. By 2014, after nearly a decade together, Pitt and Jolie tied the knot in a private ceremony at Chateau Miraval. Their children played key roles in the intimate wedding, with Maddox and Pax walking Jolie down the aisle, Shiloh and Knox serving as ring bearers, and Zahara and Vivian scattering flower petals. The day was a celebration of family, love, and commitment. However, cracks in their relationship were already beginning to show. Jolie had undergone a preventative double mastectomy in 2013 after discovering she carried the BRCA1 gene mutation, which significantly increased her risk of breast and ovarian cancer. Later, she had her ovaries removed. Pitt publicly supported her through these difficult decisions, but the stress of her health struggles took a toll on their marriage. Reports began to surface of tension between the two, with friends describing their dynamic as increasingly strained. Jolie, known for her intense personality, reportedly clashed with Pitt's more laid-back demeanor. While they continued to present a united front in public, those close to the couple sensed that their relationship was unraveling. In September 2016, the Jolie-Pitt family boarded a private plane for what should have been a routine trip. Instead, the flight became a turning point that would ultimately end their marriage. According to court documents and multiple reports, an argument between Pitt and Jolie escalated to a physical altercation. Jolie later alleged that Pitt had been drinking heavily and became violent, not only with her but also with one of their children who attempted to intervene. The details of the incident remain deeply contested. Jolie claimed that Pitt grabbed her by the head, shook her, and pushed her into a wall. Witnesses on the plane reported hearing yelling and seeing the children visibly distressed. An anonymous call to the authorities led to an investigation by the FBI and Child Protective Services. Though no charges were filed, the incident marked the end of their relationship. Jolie filed for divorce just days later, citing irreconcilable differences and requesting full custody of their 6 children. The public was shocked, and the media coverage was relentless. What had once been a fairy tale romance had turned into a bitter and highly publicized breakup. As Jolie and Pitt began their contentious divorce proceedings, the focus shifted to their children. Jolie sought sole custody, alleging that Pitt's drinking and temper posed a risk to their well-being. Pitt, in turn, denied the allegations and sought joint custody. The court battle that followed was long and acrimonious, with both sides accusing the other of harmful behavior. For the children, the experience was nothing short of traumatic. Reports emerged that Maddox, the eldest, had stopped speaking to his father altogether. Pax and Zahara also distanced themselves, while Shiloh, Knox, and Vivian maintained limited contact. The once close-knit family was fractured, with the children reportedly struggling to process the fallout from their parents' marriage. In 2024, Shiloh made headlines when she legally changed her last name, dropping Pitt in favor of Jolie. This decision was widely interpreted as a symbolic rejection of her father and a sign of the lingering tension within the family. Rumors suggest that the younger twins, Knox and Vivian, may follow suit when they turn 18. The divorce between Jolie and Pitt remains one of the most contentious in Hollywood history. Beyond custody disputes, the couple has also clashed over financial matters, including the ownership of Chateau Miraval. Jolie sold her share of the estate in 2021, prompting Pitt to sue for breach of contract. The legal wrangling has dragged on for years, with no resolution in sight. Jolie has accused Pitt of using the lawsuit as a means of retaliation, while Pitt has argued that Jolie's actions were intended to harm him financially. The case has become a bitter symbol of their inability to move on from their tumultuous past. Today, the legacy of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie is as complex as their relationship. Once celebrated as Hollywood's golden couple, their story has become a cautionary tale of love, loss, and the high cost of fame. For their children, the journey has been especially difficult, as they navigate the challenges of growing up in the shadow of their parents' very public feud. While both Pitt and Jolie continue to pursue successful careers in film, their personal lives remain a subject of intense scrutiny. The wounds from their relationship, both emotional and legal, are far from healed. Yet, amid the chaos, their story serves as a reminder of the complexities of love and the enduring impact of family. The children of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have undoubtedly borne the heaviest burden in the fallout of their parents' highly publicized divorce. Each child's experience has been shaped by the turbulence of their family life, and their reactions have varied based on their individual personalities and roles within the family. Maddox, the eldest, has often been viewed as the de facto leader of the Jolie-Pitt children. Adopted by Angelina Jolie from Cambodia in 2002, Maddox has a deeply personal connection with his mother, who has often described him as her rock during difficult times. However, his relationship with Brad Pitt has been fraught with tension, particularly following the infamous incident on the plane in 2016. Reports suggest that Maddox was directly involved in the altercation, stepping in to defend his mother during the heated argument. This act of bravery, while commendable, further strained his relationship with Pitt, who reportedly directed his anger at Maddox during the confrontation. Since then, Maddox has kept his distance from Pitt, even declining to attend family counseling sessions that were intended to repair their bond. When Maddox began college in South Korea in 2019, Jolie accompanied him, visibly emotional as she dropped him off. Pitt was notably absent, fueling speculation about the fractured nature of their relationship. Sources close to the family have revealed that Maddox has little to no contact with his father and has aligned himself closely with Jolie in the ongoing legal battles. Pax, adopted from Vietnam in 2007, has also been vocal in his support for his mother, albeit in a quieter and more reserved manner than Maddox. While Pax has not publicly spoken about his father, insiders reveal that he harbors resentment toward Pitt, stemming from the alleged abuse and the emotional toll it took on the family. Pax has reportedly taken on a protective role within the family, particularly toward his younger siblings. His bond with Jolie is evident, as he often accompanies her to public events and shares her passion for photography and the arts. Like Maddox, Pax has chosen to limit his interactions with Pitt, focusing instead on his studies and creative pursuits. Zahara, adopted from Ethiopia in 2005, has been described as a compassionate and empathetic presence within the family. Her close relationship with Jolie has been well documented, with Jolie frequently praising Zahara's wisdom and maturity beyond her years. Zahara has also been deeply affected by the family's turmoil, though she has handled it with grace and resilience. She has supported her mother's humanitarian efforts, often accompanying her to refugee camps and global conferences. Like her older brothers, Zahara has distanced herself from Pitt, finding solace in her studies and creative projects. Shiloh, the first biological child of Jolie and Pitt, has faced unique challenges as the bridge between her adopted and biological siblings. Known for her individuality and confidence, Shiloh has often made headlines for her distinctive sense of style and her decision to embrace a gender-neutral identity during her childhood. In recent years, Shiloh has taken bold steps to assert her independence, most notably by legally changing her last name to Jolie. This decision was widely interpreted as a statement of solidarity with her mother and a rejection of her father's influence. While Shiloh continues to maintain some contact with Pitt, her decision to distance herself legally and emotionally from him has been a source of heartbreak for the actor. As the youngest members of the Jolie-Pitt family, twins Knox and Vivian have experienced the brunt of the ongoing legal battles while still being too young to fully comprehend their implications. Now 16, the twins remain in regular contact with Pitt, though their interactions are reportedly strained. Jolie has made efforts to shield the twins from the worst of the drama, ensuring they have as normal a childhood as possible given their circumstances. However, as they approach adulthood, it is expected that they too may take steps to distance themselves from Pitt, following the example set by their older siblings. The public's fascination with Brangelina's rise and fall has created a deeply polarizing narrative. Fans of Angelina Jolie often view her as a devoted mother and humanitarian who made difficult choices to protect her children. On the other hand, Brad Pitt supporters argue that he has been unfairly vilified and that he has made genuine efforts to rebuild his life and repair his relationship with his children. Media coverage has further fueled the divide, with tabloids frequently publishing conflicting accounts of the couple's behavior. Jolie's decision to share her experiences of domestic abuse has drawn both praise and criticism, with some accusing her of using the allegations to gain leverage in the divorce proceedings. Meanwhile, Pitt's image as a Hollywood leading man has taken a hit, with many questioning his ability to balance his public persona with the realities of his personal life. At the center of the ongoing drama is the Chateau Miraval estate, a sprawling vineyard in the south of France that once symbolized Brangelina's idyllic life together. Purchased in 2008 and later serving as the site of their wedding, the estate has become a contentious point in their divorce. Jolie's decision to sell her share of the estate in 2021 to a third party without Pitt's consent sparked a legal battle that continues to this day. Pitt has accused Jolie of violating their agreement, while Jolie has countered with allegations of financial mismanagement and attempts to control her through legal means. The lawsuit has become emblematic of the broader struggles between the two, highlighting the deep mistrust and animosity that now defines their relationship. For both parties, the estate is more than just a piece of property. It is a symbol of their failed marriage and the life they once shared. As Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie continue to navigate their separate lives, their paths remain intertwined through their children and ongoing legal disputes. Pitt has sought solace in his career, delivering acclaimed performances in films like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and exploring new ventures in production and art. Jolie, meanwhile, has focused on her humanitarian work and creative projects, including her recent role in the biopic Maria. Her commitment to raising her children and advocating for social justice has solidified her reputation as a force for good in Hollywood. Despite their differences, both Jolie and Pitt share a common goal: ensuring the well-being of their children. However, achieving this goal will require more than legal resolutions. It will demand healing, forgiveness, and a willingness to put the past behind them. For now, the story of Brangelina remains an unfinished chapter in Hollywood history, a cautionary tale of love, ambition, and the enduring complexities of family. Thank you for watching this video to the end. We would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, to stay up to date with all the latest events, click on the bell so you will not miss the next news releases.